Morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. So, the wife told me I'm not allowed to go hunting or shooting today. She has stuff for me to do. So, while it's still kind of early, I thought I'd go ahead and get this video going of how I make my squirrels. So, this recipe, whatever you want to call it, was actually a friend of mine a few years ago showed me how to cook ribs in the oven. And basically, you wrap them in foil and you cook them at 300 for 3 hours. Of course, you season them up, you slather them in mustard and stuff like that. So if you guys buy them little racks at the grocery store, if you can actually afford to, they're pretty ridiculous right now. But if you can get them, that's a good way to cook them. 300 for 3 hours. So I forgot to mention here that when the ribs are done, I take them out of the foil, put them back on the tray, put some barbecue sauce on them, and then put them under the broiler for a little bit. A couple years ago when I started hunting squirrels again, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try that same method, and it works really good. They come out great. So I'll show you. Well, first, before I get into what you need here, I wanted to show this to you guys too. So when you're cleaning squirrels and you get home and you're kind of trying to clean them off and all that stuff, there's always hair on them and maybe getting a little dirt, things like that. This is a vegetable brush that I got from Walmart. They're like $5, and it's got pretty stiff bristles here and lighter ones here. And this thing works great. So, like, I'll be outside with the hose running, the squirrels, and I'm wiping like this and this and this, and man, it pulls that stuff right off. It makes it go way faster. It's not like instant, everything's off, but it's way faster than sitting there picking at it with your hands or whatever else, paper towel, like I used to do. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If for any game too, my son shot some ducks and some pheasants and stuff, and I've used it on that to get the little feathers and all that kind of stuff off. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. So this is what I use. Obviously, you need some squirrels. I got 3 squirrels here. Some butter or margarine. I don't have any actual butter, which is preferred, but I don't have any right now. Some black pepper. Doesn't have to be this kind, just regular pepper. Salt. Minced garlic. Some little carrots. And some little bag of potatoes. So obviously, wash the potatoes. Um, and what I'm going to do is lay out some foil. Oh yeah, that's something else too. You need heavy duty foil. Um, I'll lay out some foil, and then I'm going to season them and stuff like that. And I'll maybe show a little bit of how I do that. Oh, and I forgot onion. Need onion too, if you like onions. So really, basically, you can tune this recipe however you want. You know you're an air gunner when you say things like tune the recipe. Whatever seasonings, whatever. The key to it is 300 for 3 hours. And they come out, it's fall off the bone tender. And you guys will see that at the end of this video. I'll plate it up and show it. So I'm going to get some foil laid out and we'll get started on that part so you guys can see that. All right, guys. So here's got one of the squirrels. I got 3 squirrels. I got 3 pieces of foil. So one of the first things that I do, and I can do this or not do it, but I kind of pat them dry. Uh, sure, a little from sitting in the water and all that stuff. I didn't freeze. Well, one of them got frozen, so I shot it like a couple weeks ago, but these other ones are just from a few days ago. But anyway, I just kind of like to pat them dry. Throw that guy out. And then I take me some butter. I just put my hands right in it, guys. I just wanted to interject right here and say that that tub of butter was pretty much gone. It went to the trash when I was done. Usually it would be in a bowl on the side. Just kind of slather a little butter with it. Just going to get it all over. Obviously, most of it's going to fall off, but it's going to be here in the foil. So it's messy. Do whatever you want. There's probably somebody out there going, "Oh, that guy's an idiot," but you know what? That's whatever. I don't care. So that's gonna be down in there. Lots of paper towels. Trying to do this part quickly so the video's not a super freaking long. And we're gonna season. Peppa. I'll tell you what, guys. It's been since last winter since I had any. These are fox squirrels, by the way. If somebody's watching, curious. I didn't really, I grew up here in Nebraska, and we have lots of fox squirrels around. And at least in the eastern part of the state, I live right along the Missouri River. Anyway, when I got into air gunning several years ago, and kind of started getting back into squirrel hunting and watching other guys' videos, I didn't realize that these fox squirrels were big. They're big, big squirrels. I just kind of thought everybody's squirrels were big. But so, okay, so there's that. Got buttered up, seasoned. Now, I'll throw some onion in here. That stuff some right on up in there. Now I'm going to add the minced garlic. So with the garlic, a dab will do you. You don't need just a little tiny bit, and I'll show you. Because one time making ribs, I made the mistake of thinking, well, garlic's awesome. The more the merrier. Well, went a little overboard with it. And it was really overpowering. So I'm talking, you guys can see that. That's probably more than enough, really. I'm going to try to get some more of that off of there. Okay, yeah, just a little bit. And just put it down in here with it. Like that. Now, throw a few potatoes in. I washed the potatoes. I may have not made these pieces of foil big enough. We'll see. Throw those guys in there. Let's see. I'm trying to use them all up here. So throw them babies in there like that. I'm telling you guys, this is like ridiculously delicious. And it's all done. Put some carrots in there. I like carrots. I like carrots. If you don't like them, don't use them. Use whatever you want. Like I said, again, the key, 300 for 3 hours. And you can apply this to a lot of different game. I've done it with rabbit, and even with it wrapped up and everything, it was still dry when it came out. So I haven't mastered rabbit. If anybody out there has a good rabbit recipe, how to keep them from drying out, I'd like to know that. Well, I'm going to make it. For these other ones, I might try to get a little bit bigger piece of foil. So you kind of get the idea, guys. I'm probably going to get me a bigger piece of foil or wrap this with another piece, because you want to make sure it's all sealed up for when you're cooking it. So anyway, that's how you do that part, and then I'll do a little more here, panning them up and getting them in the oven. So speaking of which, let's get this guy going. We're going to start preheating her, 300 degrees for 3 hours. All right, guys, they're all wrapped up. I did end up wrapping another layer of foil. Like I said, you want to make sure that you got them sealed up pretty good. So, and I did mention before, I use the heavy duty foil, and when you're wrapping them up, and be kind of careful, like around the legs, because something, you cut them bones off, sometimes they're pretty sharp, and they can poke through. Try not to have any holes in it at all. So you put her in, guys, 300 for 3 hours. See you in 3 hours. It's time. All right, guys, it's been 3 hours. They are done. I'm going to pull them out here, guys. And we're going to take a look at them. It smells amazing. So, pretty excited. You guys can see from the video, I'm a large fellow. So, yes, food excites me. Anyway. All right, got them pulled out there. I'm going to move the camera over here. We can get a better look. We're going to open one up. All right, guys, here we go. Grab one of these. Hot. Set this over here. Trying to get that metal there. That looks pretty good. All right, start peeling this off. Ooh, got steam coming up out of there. Grab a fork real quick. I don't know if the camera's picking up that steam, but all right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All laid out there. Potatoes are nice, it's soft. Carrots are. And let's see if I can pull this off of here. Ooh. But you guys can see, I mean, it's super tender. This meat is just awesome, awesome. Come on, give me some now. Ooh, super hot. Piece off of here. God, dog, that's hot. Giving me a hard time. There we go. All right, guys, so there's the meat. Cool it off a little bit. I got to say, guys, squirrel is definitely, I'm, you know, it used to be venison, but I'm just going to say it. Squirrel is my favorite game meat now. It just is. I mean, it's just absolutely delicious. You slow cook it like this. Ooh, super, super hot. Yeah. Anyway, so you guys can see what it looks like there. I'll plate some up and we'll take a look at that. Well, there you go, guys. All plated up, ready to eat. It's so good. Probably add a little bit of seasoning here and get me some bread and butter. A glass of peach tea to go with it. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background playing video games, yelling. Anyway, so that's it, guys. That's my recipe. That's how I cook them. They're delicious. If you guys try it, let me know. Let me know what you think about it. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video.